This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago. Ball left side. Pass to Caruso. Kicks it to George. For three. Second chance effort. And Embiid with the block. We expect this one to be intense, with two very athletic teams giving their all to capture the win, Clark.
And they both like to play a very fast-paced, energetic game, running hard, trying to score easy buckets, and that will lend itself to the conditioning level perhaps being the difference in who comes out on top.
George, good.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Fultz with it. Guarded now by George. Inside. Back to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Here's Fultz. No good on the shot. And George with some nice D. Pass to DeRozan. Now here's George. Driving inside. And George with the jam.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
Pass to George. From deep. George with another miss.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Shakes him. Boom! He jams it straight down.
just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Oh, stolen by Fultz. Pass to Embiid. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. To the inside. Drummond. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Orlando leading. To the wing on the left. Hero outside. Here's Chris. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Ball into the lane. George outside. The Bulls with another miss. Hero right side. Pass to Embiid. And that one good. Embiid's got 6.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And the Magic making a change here.
It's time for your 407 Fantasy.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Now Ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. No good, a bit long that time.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Here's Embiid. Kicks it to Hero. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
To the paint. Here's Ball. The layup misses. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Orlando Magic. On the glass, he was an absolute tight. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he comes up with a bucket.
George really efficient close to the hoop. He makes the most of just about every chance down low.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
And it's good. 2 points.
And, guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Carter inside. Over Jones. Rebound by the Bulls. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Here's Batase. Pass to Okiki. Down low. And Anthony slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Melton. Here's Carter. Here's Batase. And again, it's Orlando with a three. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Anthony outside to the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Out to Anthony from the arc. That one no good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Pass to DeRozan. Out to the right wing. From 17. Here's Drummond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's gotten his first basket of the night.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Here's Okiki. There's the triple. The shot, no good. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, the jam by Drummond.
Boy, look at the big guy getting tricky. Drummond doesn't waste a chance to get creative at the rim. That's pretty impressive for a big guy.
Okiki. Off target with the three.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Chris. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Puts the move on. And it's laid up and in by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Fultz. Oh, my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
And that's exactly what you want. Finish the quarter on a positive note.
Yeah, really strong move to the rim as well. Sometimes you'll opt for the layup, but not this time.
18.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be.
And, you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to Chris. Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls. And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Inside. Fultz is good. Fultz has got his second basket of the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Chris. Back to Wagner. And here's Embiid. Over George. Ball with the rebound. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. George with it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Pass to Chris. Right side Fultz. He's off on that one. So it's Chicago now. They're scoreless since the first half. It's deflected.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Wagner on the wing. Shoots over Caruso. Misses off the left iron. DeRozan outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Oh, they need this. And Hero grabs the board.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And he drops the first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
For Orlando, the 2021 trade deadline marked a turn to a new direction. I mean, the Magic trading away Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and Nikola Vucevic indicated they were clearly going another way.
Pass to Embiid. Over Drummond. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Now George. Fires for 3. And Fultz pulls it down. Well, with those 2021 Magic deals, what do you think of hitting the reset button, Clark?
You know, B.A., I like it. I think it was time. That group had not quite made the progress that was expected. And at some point, you got to determine whether you're better off changing course or going with the status quo. So I like the moves they made. A youth movement in Orlando shows promise going forward.
And stolen by Caruso. Here's Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Right side Fultz. To the middle. Here's Chris. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, DeRozan, such a dangerous scorer in there. The defense has to push him out of there.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Adding adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball. Substitution for your Magic. Chuma Okeke. D'Anthony Melton. Cole Anthony.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter here. Drives to the hoop.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Over to the wing. Pass to George. Over Melton. And so it's the Orlando Magic ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Great team defense on Paul